I've told you that the design challenges are a new idea. And the more I've worked on this, the more excited I've become about what this idea can do for the learning environment. Now, demo mode, this quest right here, has the exact same content as 90% of these quests today. As the year goes on, there will be more and more content in these quests, but they are all, without exception, a work in progress, subject to iteration. Opening them up, adding other videos. You're going to have to pay attention to the board because this is my major project for this year. Your major project is to find a niche you want to work in. It doesn't mean that you stay, that I want to do photography and that's the only thing I want to do the rest of the years. I'm just going to do photography. Because as you photograph and you learn more about photo manipulation and making composites, maybe that comes into play. And then maybe with your photography, you start thinking about, hey, what about PSAs? What about public service announcements? And I'd like to use my photography to help affect change. And then it goes on and on and on. The interconnections of these different quests. I want your skill sets to blossom and grow, but I want you to play to what you're interested in. And if you don't know what you're interested in, then pick something and just try it. Okay, I will help you get along. But let's head into demo mode right now because I want you to see what's waiting. When you get to stage 1, it's going to say, hey, design challenge or something similar to this. And then it just says intro and vids. Well, what the heck is this about? Well, what this indicates is that this is incomplete and that the introduction, the explanation as to what this design challenge is all about has yet to be articulated, and the videos to help you succeed have yet to be added. And even when I add videos, even the ones that already have, 6, 12, 15 videos in them, they're not done. Oh no, more videos. No. Oh yes, another opportunity to learn. And one of the design challenges is going to be, you want to teach? You want to share your knowledge and help kids succeed? Well, one of the design challenges just maybe will be write your own video tutorials. Help kids learn. You bust out and learn stuff. And it doesn't mean watch somebody else's video and then copy it. It means come up with something original on your own. Okay? And then after the design challenge comes the submission instructions. And if it just says submission vid, that means I've yet to develop this. So if you're, for example, in 3D modeling, and there's only one student in the class who really is rocking 3D modeling, and I would say, hey, submit some JPEGs here. Appropriately sized, correctly saved JPEGs. And then we'll talk about them. You don't have to ask me to click continue. You can build, and this doesn't just go for 3D, it goes for anything. You can submit JPEGs. Click continue, get the XP, and let's just say, I click here and I submit something. Insert into post and click continue. Okay? Hey, I get some loot. And then you get this next stage, which says the gatekeeper. What's up with this? And then there's this quest that explains the situation. Now, the gatekeeper means, here's where the password happens. Do not enter this password without asking permission. Please listen. You can submit your blog post. You do not ask me permission to submit a blog post. And then let's talk. And I'll come over and I'll say, wow, what a great idea. That's fantastic. Go ahead and click through. Use the password. Or most likely is, okay, you got a good start. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's find a way to make this better. The idea here is to give you creative freedom and to provide opportunities for you and I to interact. Because let's face it, most of the time in the Mac Lab, I see the back of your head. And there are still kids in week 9, I swear, there are kids, I didn't even know they were in the class because they're well behaved, they're always plugged into the computer, and all I see is the back of your head. I have no idea what you look like. So here's a chance for all of us to get to know each other and for you to work at it. And by the way, this is a logo. This is a logo type. Together, this is a brand, a mark. This is the way that this business is identified. Actually, a mark is the logo. So, but this is the identifier, the brand for ScoSign. It is this typography with this graphic. This is the logo type. Together, they're a brand. Okay? So that opportunity is actually available without, and it's in this bare bones kind of setup down here, logo and logo type. And I used to do this for a living, so I can help you do something really good. And warning, Will Robinson, I expect you to do something really good. And that holds for everything else. Hey, but I'm doing code. There's nothing in here. Oh, what? Code? Yeah. And there's all kinds of other stuff. So that's the demo mode. I just want to bring you up to date. Watch the board because there will be more demo mode tutorials as this fills out, because I want you to understand, hey, I figured out there's a better way to do this. Okay? So stick with this. Just know you can go anywhere you want. Don't click and click and click and click and click and click and click. And I'm just going to fish for some XP. Okay, that is not being honest. I want you guys, there's no game in the system. Please, don't challenge me on this. This is freedom with responsibility. Be responsible. Okay, got questions? Talk to me.